So there's this lady I've known for a while, and I've been watching her. I think I actually do like her. So then I think it just occurred to me that, I think it's about time I did something about this. So I approached her and I told her what's on my mind. I just spoke to her. And she goes like, she just doesn't like me like that. Yeah, so stay tuned for the rest of the conversation. Okay, so on today's episode, I'm joined by Nisai and PK, and it's produced by Fafa. So yeah, I mean, she tells me that, and I'm stuck. I'm just because I wasn't sure I was gonna get that reaction, right?
Okay.
So I just wanted to ask whether this thing has happened to any of you. Nisai, what do you think about this? What has this happened to you before?
Well, let me say it has happened to me a lot of times. Not once, not twice. You get it. But then, I think even in your case, she was very honest to you. Because, there are some ladies, they would say no, and they wouldn't even make you know why it's no.
Right.
So, in your head, you're like, what's wrong with me?
Right.
Now, you keep wondering, what the issue may be, and you can actually spend a whole day thinking what a reason could be.
Right.
But I think when you reject me and you give me a reason why you're rejecting me, it makes it very easy for me to
move on.
I'm over it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, based on your experience, did you feel that at the time, like you said, a number of them, but for which would you say was the most devastating one for you? Let me ask you that.
Well, let me say the most devastating one was when I met a lady, let me say way back in uni.
Okay.
Yeah. I sort of liked her, so I've already imagined how things would be. Yeah.
yeah. I totally get that.
Yeah.
You see, so then finally, you get to talk to the person and it's like, nah.
It's not what you thought it was going to be.
Nah. And it's the no actually comes you shouldn't even have said it.
Wow.
You're shook.
Yeah.
What a shock.
You get it.
Okay.
But then again, the other one that I had, that I said to myself, it is just that the timing is wrong.
Okay.
But this is the person for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say for the first proposal, she said no.
Okay.
But the no was no at this particular time.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep on for a while.
Keep on what?
Let's keep on to the relationship for a while.
That's in being friends.
No, let me say she was my girlfriend.
Oh,
so
okay.
I wanted a step ahead.
You wanted to marry her?
Marry.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
But the marriage proposal was a no.
Okay.
Okay.
But the no wasn't as if she doesn't like me.
Okay.
She likes me, she wants to be with me, but the timing.
Okay.
I think that's a different level of
And that was
rejection.
that's a high level of rejection right there.
And let me say, that was the same person I ended up marrying.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
so.
So PK, what's been your experience?
No, like him. There've been several ones. Right? I think as a guy, it's something you have to come to terms with. Right? That's for that one. It's something you have to come to terms with, that you're going to be rejected. But I don't think along the line you are told that rejection is part of your journey. You have the impression that, oh, this girl, if I tell them, she for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But it's not always that way. And so there are times where you are so invested, like he's saying, like you've thought through the whole process. Like you've thought from beginning to end where this whole thing is going to end up. And then this person just, like you actually man up to do it. And then she goes like, like I'm not interested. That's, I mean, for me, I think there were two defining ones for me. There was one, we were friends. Yeah, like he was saying, we're friends, we were cool, we used to hang out. Everyone thought we had a thing going on, but at the time, there was nothing. Till I got hints of the fact that maybe there was something there that I wasn't looking at. Because it's not like I didn't see her that way, but I didn't think she would see me that way. Let me just put it that way, yeah. And so I think that took some time. So when I finally got wind of the fact that maybe there was something there, I actually did move forward. I actually told her, oh, okay, this is how I feel and all of that. Girl just ghosted.
What?
I'm dead, son. You won't believe it. Like, and this was uni as well. And the week that thing happened, I was going to write exam. So man was like in some zone. I don't even know how I meant to write that exam. I'm dead. I'm playing with you. Because that was like my first open rejection,
Okay.
I mean, before maybe I'll just not say it, right? But this was the first time like I was saying it and the person was like responding that way. Chick ghosted, like. I mean, today we talk, but it's some way. I still remember that incident. I'm like, no, this is not healthy. But for me, the most devastating one, that was pretty serious. To the point where so the two of us were going out, right? And she actually agreed to be my girlfriend. And so we were...
So you're past the point of maybe you'd ask her out on a date and then she rejected you. You were in a full-blown...
Yeah, with this one, I was like, we were.
Okay.
And like him, and she wasn't someone new. Like I knew her for a while, as a friend as well. So it built up to that point, and so chick says that, oh, my mom, wants to see, like, know about what's going on in my life. And I told her I'm going out. So, I was not too comfortable with it, honestly, because I felt it was too early. But I'm like, okay, man was in love. So you do stupid.
Okay.
Make stupid decisions. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I go to the house and it's the chick and her dad. I mean, the mom and her dad. Felt like it was an ambush. And so I sit there, go through the whole thing. Long story short, it looks like they didn't dig me like that. Right? The family didn't dig me like that. Because at the time, they're looking at you, hey, national service boy, what are you even doing? You're a teacher. You're a teacher.
What are you bringing on board?
What are you bringing on board? Do you know how much you spend? That kind of thing. They never said it, but there's a vibe, And I feel like she didn't fight as well. Okay. And I respect her for that. I mean, I don't hold anything. People make decisions based on how they like in their best interest, what's in their best interest. So it's whatever. But I feel like the parts that, where it got to for me to call things off was she just started growing cold, and I know where the coldness was coming from. I don't want to go too much into it. And that whole thing, hurt me. And then she ended by saying, one thing that rang through my head the whole time was that, love is not enough. And
what does that mean, though?
I have no idea. So she goes like,
if a lady says, I love you is not enough, she means go beyond the words. Get to prove it.
No, in this case, that wasn't it. that wasn't it. No, so the subliminal shot in there was that, yo, so yeah, you love me, I love you, but I want more to life than love, and you don't have that at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Like I said, I don't want to go into details, but the parents wanted a certain life for her, and they felt I wasn't it, based on that situation.
Oh, then she was influenced by her parents then?
Probably. It was a whole. It was a deep thing, and for me, if you tell someone that love is not enough, when as a guy, men, we don't do this kind of thing. So if someone is given all of that, and then you tell the person that
What you're doing
like
is not...
you're sticking a dagger into the person's, and the person, and you're very aware of the fact that the person is getting his life together, and you throw this kind of shade at him. That's deep.
Yeah, that hits
differently. Yeah. So since then, like, I thought about the thing, like I was going nuts. And so a year, some 3 months after that, we had broken up, and I decided to hit her back to be the bigger one. And I said, "Oh, hi, can we talk?" It's like, "No." She was like, "Yeah, hi, but we can't keep on chat because it was what she used this phrase. It was something the integrity of them." I'm like, "Shut up, get out of here." And I'm like, "Yo." So at that point, I knew there was something, like, all the time what I thought about. This was like 3-5 months. How do you move on after 3-5 months? How do you move on? So I think some of the 20.
There was a backup.
Yeah, there was always exactly that. I always felt like there was a backup. Yeah, and that sort of proved everything. So one time I'm scrolling through Instagram, I'm minding my business, and then I see this a friend of mine who is a mutual friend, right? She posts these images of her, like her wedding.
Her wedding?
I'd kid you not,
bro.
My guy. Yeah. So at that point, yeah, dude, like at that point I felt nothing. Like I didn't feel angry. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel, what's the word? What are those other emotions? I didn't feel.
You were indifferent.
Yeah, no, I was numb. Like I was just looking at the thing like, okay. So people were the ones calling me because my friends who knew her and saw the thing as well were like, dude, like they're all calling me. I'm like, yo, like, I don't feel they're trying to check on me.
This is what it is.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it is what it is. So I mean that's the level like I experienced. So yeah,
that's some deep business right there, bro.
So unlike his, I didn't get mine. So yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
but with yours, Nisai, I mean, right now you're speaking from the level of you guys had been in a relationship and you're about to take things to the next step. Before you came at her, even at, let's say at the dating level, did you face any form of pushback from her? Like, was there rejection?
There was no single rejection.
Wow.
No form of rejection.
Okay.
I mean, from the first time, like, we became friends, we kept talking. All that she needed from a man was that listening ear.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you know, like she wasn't really looking out for a rich dude or something like that.
Right.
Someone who could listen to her, someone who could share the same views.
That's rare.
Yeah, very. Sorry, would you say that the guys you had around her at the time helped you to actually...
He was a guy, oh?
Well, I mean, she had other guys around
past
her.
guys.
Yeah, like...
Oh, okay. I think
before
I
she
feel
met you.
Well, let me say, if I'm to go deep a bit, I'm her second boyfriend.
Okay.
Or like I was her second boyfriend, let me say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh, you're the only boyfriend.
So let's say like she's not really had, let me say, many guys in her life.
Right.
Yeah, she only had male friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So like me meeting her, like we get into talk and all that, it was very smooth.
Okay.
When I asked her out, an instant yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, but that was so. How many? Not how many. That sounds like a body count. Like what? At what point? Like how many rejections had you received before you got to her? Like yeah, that's before you got to her. Like which seemed to be a smooth one.
Yeah. I'd actually misplaced my jota, but then
Say like them chow. Them chow wrong.
them chow.
I mean, you see the guy sitting here, like you understand, like yeah.
Yeah, look,
Then go chow.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to looks,
Right.
probably like I've got it a bit.
Yeah.
You may think like many girls would want to be with me.
True.
You get it.
Yeah.
But then there was this time one girl told me, Charlie, no be your freshness, I go chop. Oh.
Hey.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Wow,
like
slow.
point
Straight.
blank, right in my face.
shots fired.
To the abdomen.
Yeah.
What? Wow, that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
an
Okay.
extreme.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then again, there was this time too, like one girl was like, if I'm going to be your girlfriend, then you're going to take care of my nails every week, my
Wow.
hair.
What does that mean, though?
So you're like a bank roller.
It's like,
No, man's not hot.
So wait, so what happened after that?
okay, so like with this particular girl, that was like, I'm going to take care of her, this and that and all. I asked her, so like, what's she going to bring on board?
What did she say?
And the answer is, I'm like, way below the belt. Let me not say it here.
Oh wow, okay. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, you know. So not all girls would want to have you for who you are.
True.
Some have actually got some list
Okay.
of things they want to satisfy. So if you want to be their boyfriend, you have to fall in that category of providing them with those things.
Right.
Yeah. So if you don't fall in it, then
So which you mentioned some rejections. Which of them do you feel got to or challenge your mental health as an individual, or none of them? None of them.
I think the one that really, actually put me on my toes
Right.
was the one with my wife, like my recent wife.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
That same one.
The first time I proposed like
wow.
marriage to her,
Okay.
it was a no.
Right.
No, in the sense that she still loves me,
Right.
but the timing, she wasn't ready for it.
And that's how did you process that? Like at the time?
I accepted it in good faith
Okay.
because it actually takes two of us to do it.
Right.
If I think I'm ready and I'm all up for it,
Right.
and the opposite side is like, nah, let's wait a bit.
Okay.
If I still rush into it, or if I still like try to force her like into it, I wouldn't be enjoying the sweet marriage I'm enjoying now.
Oh, so it's sweet, right?
Oh yeah, I mean like
Wow.
it's real
Dope,
sweet, yeah.
dope stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
I think it actually put me on my toes.
Okay.
I asked myself some few questions. Why they know? Because this person says to me every single day,
Right.
I love you, I want to be with you. Now you've taken a step to make a proposal
Right.
and it's a no.
Right.
But I understood her.
So what made you keep on like pushing? Like
I thought I was ready then, but then in reality, like I wasn't.
okay.
Yeah.
And she
so
saw that, but you didn't
she
see
saw
that.
that, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think I was still up for it. Yeah, like we were still dating. Yeah. Though then I was a bit down because I felt like, if you say they love me, then what's up?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I was glad, like,
Okay.
yeah. Like I was glad that, I still didn't give up and yeah, like I was glad like I still didn't give up. And when finally we made up our minds to be together, like us and marry,
Right.
it was beautiful and it's still beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after how many months did she finally accept, or how many years, or what time? What was
A
the
year and
time?
a half.
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, were you was a year and a half in relation to the time you asked to when she accepted?
The year and a half is in relation to the first rejection.
From the first rejection. Okay.
Oh, okay.
to when she finally said yes.
So between that time, did you keep
you were
asking?
still talking. Oh no, like I didn't ask.
Again,
When you're ready for something, when both of you want something,
it comes naturally.
it comes naturally.
I see.
It comes naturally.
I see.
When we realized like we were both planning for our wedding.
Okay.
So I had the first rejection, but the second one, it came by itself.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
As in the acceptance came by. yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. That's all right. So I was wondering, these things are usually whenever you experience whenever you experience rejection
As a guy.
as a guy at least, you have, it makes you calm. Like it calms you down.
It humbles you.
It humbles you, you know, because at first you thought, you know, you were the man.
the guy.
Right? So you're told in your face, like, bro,
You ain't that cute.
you ain't all that. Like, relax, okay? So, how would you say would be, what would you employ as a tactic to deal with rejection?
I can only speak from personal experience. And from personal experience, there's no one way to deal with it. But at the same time, I feel like for younger guys or for guys who are now, you know, getting to young adulthood or teenage or whatever, I think there needs to be like a preparation for them. Everyone assumes that, oh, you figure it out. But I don't think everybody is as tough,
Resilient,
or resilient as Nisa is, to, you know, stand, you know, that kind of, you know, the rejection that comes with women. So I feel like the preparation is important. But for those who are already in the rejection phase, I think for me, what I did was I had to constantly remind myself that, especially with the ones that no reason was given. Like, so a number of them, they'll tell you, "Oh, you're a great guy."
Yeah.
That's the most annoying one. You're a great guy.
Good guy.
I'm like, okay, but what? Like, but there's no reason. I'm like, no, you should be able to tell me something. It must be that, okay, maybe I'm not that good looking, or I don't, you know, I'm not.
I don't like you like that.
I don't like, no, but I don't like you like that is even vague, right? Okay, well, okay, that cuts, like, that's okay, that's a reason at least, yeah. But there's nothing. Oh, you are a great guy. Any woman would love to have, that's the... yeah. So I think those are the ones that even mess with you the more, because it makes you question your worth, you know. And for me, I think I had to constantly remind myself that there are bigger things to life. And one thing it made me do was to focus on myself. And like you were saying, sometimes you feel like you are ready, but it made me focus on myself and the fact that, you know, I need to focus on my goals and the things I need to kill, right? Yeah, and that became my strongest point after those incidents. So it sort of distracts you from everything. There are two ways to handle it, actually. There's one way is to take it the way most women would. And why I say this, women are allowed to go through the whole process of grief, like when they are rejected or brokenhearted or whatever. But in our society, men don't have that luxury. So you either go through the whole process
really quickly.
Yeah. No. Slowly, actually.
Okay.
The female process, female process is a bit slower.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, like a woman can cry for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks and no one will say anything. And everyone will be like, oh, it's fine. He was just a jerk, you know, and buy you chocolate and all of that. But guys don't have that luxury. The minute it happens, we've all seen those social media videos where the guy is heartbroken and the guys are like, hey, you fool, come up for there, you fool, the chick should be, you know, that kind of thing. So you're given like maybe a space of 1 day, 2 days to process it. And you have to snap out of it. So that's one. You either go through the whole process, which takes a long time, or just focus on the things that will make you, in quotes, more admirable, and put those goals like ahead of everything, and so that you don't get distracted by the pain or whatever. That may be an unhealthy option emotionally, but you know, it gets you through. So,
one thing that, well, for me, there are a couple of things, but the first thing that I'd like to highlight is the fact that in order to counter this,
right,
or rather to as a way of dealing with it, you should try not to get hung up on one person.
True.
That's one thing that I think it was you or someone.
Yeah,
And
that had to be me.
Yeah, it's something that I'm literally. It's not even. I didn't even plan myself to find. I didn't find myself doing that, but it was more or less like something that you drew my mind to. So then I kept on meeting new females.
So what you're saying was before you'd meet a woman, right, and you like her, so you even if she hasn't told you she feels the same way about you invest your entire time.
Yeah, like you have
effort.
this thing in the back of your mind that okay, today I texted it, so let's see, maybe in 2 days time I'll call her, and maybe you let it relax a bit, and you text her. That one person is taking up all of that energy.
Right.
So it's like in the back of your mind, you even go to places with her, like in your head. Like,
in your head, you're dating.
Like this is the one in your head you are dating, and then that's when you know you're finished. Yeah. Okay. Like when that happens,
at that point you're screwed. You're like, yo.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So I realized that even with I actually did experience. So with this very one, okay, this very experience I had, I'm staring at her because she knows it.
Yeah.
So then
there's a lady here just laughing. She's laughing the whole time. Go on.
Anyway, so then I say that let me just back this up with an example I'm actually dealing with. So there's a lady I'm getting to know still, and she's actually friends with another lady whom I got to know some time back. Okay, but then because I'm getting to know other people now, when I felt like I should test her pulse, okay, to see whether at least maybe she might be interested. So I asked her a question. It went something like it's one of those what would you do scenarios, and then her answer told me that she's not as invested into the friendship
as you are,
as I am. Yeah. So when I got that, I felt like, oh, then probably she doesn't feel the same way. But I moved on. Like I was able to deal with it in a certain way that if I had heard this some years back, it would shut me down because I was looking forward to it. But with this one, I feel like probably that's how she feels. That's okay.
You respect that.
I respect that. Life goes on. I'm getting to know people anyway, and you meet people. That's one thing that a lot of us guys who get stuck on one person, you guys just miss the point.
Yeah.
You keep meeting new people.
It's a trap. Wait, let me ask Nisa. So during that period, right before you got married, whilst you were in like friendships or relationships with these people, were your eyes elsewhere? Not with your current wife, but the other ones.
Yeah, let me say, to be honest, there was an unfortunate situation whereby one of my eye was somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was quite unfortunate, let me say. It wasn't as if like I stayed in like through all the time. You get it? So just a way of like calming your nerves down and all that.
That process women don't understand. Can you explain it to them? What do you mean by calm?
They would never understand.
Yeah, they would never understand. Because it's stressful, right?
It's stressful, but then they also want you all like to themselves. So they don't want a situation whereby another woman would have a piece of you somewhere.
No, I mean like, so in the middle of being like you are middle ground. You're not really there. You're not here.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's stressful, and so in calming, I think that's what I'm trying to.
Sure.
Calming thing you're talking about.
So, as it's stressful, I mean, like if I stay in the stress, like I'm gonna go down, right? Yeah. So like you just look around a bit.
Yeah. Have I stopped shaking your head?
So you just look around a bit, And I also think one thing most women don't know is that if you like the person right on the first time he says it, say yes.
Yeah.
Because what I've realized, like with my personal life, okay, if you say like you're gonna stretch me for a while, whilst you're stretching me, another lady is hitting on me.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's you I want to be with.
Exactly.
But whilst you're stretching me and giving me all the stress and all that, another lady is hitting on me.
Exactly.
I might use her to release some stress, like in between the weekends, which you wouldn't like. So if I say I like you and you like me back,
why don't you just... Yeah, why don't you
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it saves up a lot of time.
I wish we had a woman to answer this question.
Yeah, we should have. We should have had a woman in here to answer all of these questions. Okay, well.
So if I'm to share some views, I think that, let me say, guys could use,
Okay.
Like to get over
practical, yeah.
Yes,
I'd love to hear
rejection
that.
phase. As I kept, like moving on in life, I managed to minimize the numbers of rejection on my way.
How so?
Good. When I meet a girl, when I meet a girl, I mean, like we start talking and all that, I wouldn't be the one always calling you.
Okay.
I also try to lay back for some time and see whether she's going to call back.
Okay.
If I text you, is she also going to text back? Would she, on her own, wake up one morning and say, good morning, how are you?
Yeah.
So for the first 2 days, yes, like you'd have me like calling you, like checking up on you and all that. But I wouldn't do that
the whole time.
No. I would lay back a bit and see, is she also going to reach out to me?
All right.
And if she does not, I quickly advise myself.
You advise yourself. Yeah, I mean,
yes,
no, actually,
yeah,
Yeah,
you need to meet me up with the same sort of energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
So most times, if I realize like the energy is not the same, I'd be like, Charlie, boy,
relax.
They're your connection.
No, because really, that saves you a lot of saves you from a lot of heartache. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And also the second one, when you're rejected, you would feel bad about it and all.
Right.
But I want you to tell yourself that rejection is just one person at one instant. At that very moment, refusing to buy into your idea.
Right.
It's just that's one person at that instant. So that instant shouldn't rule your life or like make you feel like, nah, Charlie, you're not part of it.
Right.
Yes.
It's just that person's opinion.
Right.
Yes.
So just get over it and move on with it. Yeah.
Right.
There's also one thing that came to mind when you were sharing that, and it's a sort of mentality that I'll call it a mental state of mind. So, or state of mind. I mean, so it's basically you just shoot your shot. Okay.
Yeah.
By that, what I mean is that.
Yeah.
Just have a go. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't,
So you should be fearless.
life
basically.
goes on. Exactly.
Yeah. Just walk up to her and say.
But let me just say one thing. Okay. These days, guys are shooting their shots, but the ladies are in bulletproof.
Oh.
I was like that.
Okay, yeah. Wow, okay. I didn't think about it. So what do we do then? We make sharper bullets, yeah?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not Pearson once.
I'm on.
No, I mean, like, I feel like that saves up a lot of time.
True.
Because, I like you. So, what do you say about that? Or maybe you want to introduce yourself to her and the reception that you get back, and it will tell you a lot. Like, what you're talking about, the calling back and texting back and all that. It tells you a lot. So you just shoot your shot. If it doesn't work out, fine. If it does, well,
Good.
it's all good, right?
I think you only get to that mentality if you've been, not only if, no, but you will not naturally come to it unless you've been rejected so many times. You develop this
that's true.
resilience, right? So you're just walking in life and you just see, I don't know how to explain, but you begin to see women in a different light.
Yeah.
And not as though they are not worthy anymore. They are still worthy like you used to see them, but you are no longer afraid of them. And so you just walk and say it as it is. You just tell them like, okay, if you are interested, let's go. If you're interested, follow me.
Yeah.
If you're not, okay, stay where you are. You know, that kind of thing. I'm moving. You know, I definitely agree with that.
One other thing is being realistic with yourself.
True.
I mean, let's be honest, okay? You need to, I guess, a certain point that you know how you look, okay? Like, be honest with yourself. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go for what you want.
Aim high
And all that, okay? There was this saying, there's something about going for what you want, but buying what you need. It's not coming to me right now.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you see someone of a certain caliber and pedigree, and then you want to shoot your shot, for example.
Right.
You just have to look at yourself for a moment.
Assess yourself
and ask yourself: are you your crush's crush? You yourself standing there. Are you your crush's crush? Before you really like
I
really
get it.
check yourself before you go in, because there are some cases where if you're able to read yourself and you read the person who you are going at, and you see that it doesn't match. It doesn't match. You just have to allow it to just pass, and then you also go your way and move on to the next.
Go with what you like. You're realistic.
Yeah. So basically, that's one of the things that
I think I watched a certain podcast. I'm sorry, I watched a TED Talk.
TED Talk. Okay.
Yeah, from this dude, Black American dude called Paul Washer or something. I think that's his name. And he was talking about rejection in general. Right? I think that was a while back. When you get rejected, like you find all kinds of. I think our phones have been listening to us, so they suggest all these kind of crazy things in your YouTube feed. So I saw one from him, and he was talking about rejection in general, whether it's career or whatever. And he shared 2 insights about projection. In the sense that the person who is rejecting you or whatever their rejection is a projection of how they feel. And like Nisa was saying, like it's the way the person has rejected you at that particular point, and that's the person. That's how the person views you. Or if it's a fact that you at that material time, the person sees that this guy maybe he's not going to make much out of his life anyway. I want someone who is this. Or that's a person's choice based on maybe their insecurities, their whatever familial expectations, based on so many things, and you have no control over that. And so, if you see things that way, and I think since then it helped me process, things a bit better. And then the second one was that rejection could be protection, protection from things that may possibly destroy you. So maybe this person was not right for you. Maybe this person, if you ended up going out with a person or you ended up marrying the person was going to give you hell. You wouldn't enjoy it as my brother is enjoying it. I don't think maybe you would have enjoyed it as much if you was married to someone else.
Sure.
And so it could be seen as protection as well. So I think that's what I have to also add to that. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's been an interesting conversation.
But then again,
yeah,
no amount of rejection should stop you from shooting your shots.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, no amount of rejection should stop one from
That's
shooting
what's
the
up.
shots.
Yeah.
Totally.
Don't
Keep shooting your shots when you run out of bullets.
Keep shooting, my brother, and make those 3-pointers. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree. Okay, well, I'd like to end this conversation by drawing on one post. Actually, it's more or less a tweet by Adekunle Gold. And he says that, I no longer take rejections personal. Each time people show resistance towards me for a lack of belief or lack of affinity, they always come back. Always. Bet on yourself, put your head down, and keep working. For me, I say keep working on yourself. Be a better version of yourself.
Yeah, that's what's
And
up.
just be you. And like Nisa said, keep shooting.
Keep shooting, brothers.
Well, that's a wrap up on the mashup, guys. Okay, so you can catch us on social media using the tag mashup233 and follow and subscribe. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, guys. Great. So catch you on the next one, guys.
All right, bye, guys.
All right.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Bye.